it's technically the only way we can go. And I can't remember if there are any secrets back here behind these walls, but it's worth checking out anyways. But I'm starting to think such is not the case, so you walk into this room, you got these two dudes over here. This is actually where we pick up the grenade launcher, although before we do that, I kinda want to deal with the enemies hiding around these corridors here first. Here we are at the Temple of Gilgamesh, built in the deepest abyss that the Babylonians could find. They used it for punishing infidels, and as some kind of wishing well, so it's probably full of bones and gold. If we weren't on a mission, I'd suggest going down and collecting some treasure. Not bones, just gold. But who needs treasure anyway? I haven't seen any shops around. Carry on. And unfortunately, there is no such thing as treasure to collect, although that is in Series Sam 2, I believe. Which is just for the point system. They had a point system in that game, which I don't think was really necessary, but it exists if you're interested in getting points. Extra points. It also has a lives system as well. Why do I know these things even though I haven't played it? Because I watched videos of it, so that's fair enough. I'm just gonna check around, see if there are any more enemies. No, I believe not, so now we can go ahead and pick up this grenade launcher. You might be prompted to use it because it has these guys right here. However, you also want to be careful because that in turn also spawns a bunch of Gnars, and they really love to kind of body shield the more tougher enemies, and if you hit grenades in your face, then that wouldn't be good. You would take a lot of damage. But it's also nice to take a bit of damage from time to time because you can rocket jump with explosive damage. That is my reasoning. I can't remember if there's actually a pumpkin head at the end of these Gnars, so I am a little bit scared. I believe there should be one around the corner. Somewhere right here? Yeah. I think there's one behind you as well. That guy kind of made me jump a little on the inside. But I was anticipating him, so it's the thought that counts. Now this is some secret health. The way this room works, you can pick up this health, and as you might expect, this looks a little bit ominous. So this gate actually lowers, but technically if you're fast enough, you can actually skip this area by just jumping off of here, then immediately jumping over there onto the other side from whence you came. Unfortunately, I did not perform it properly, and Sam had a one-liner before I could finish what I had to say. This room is pretty foggy. I think the fog is a little less dense in Series Sam HD, according to Garrett, who also played this game, and you should probably watch his videos because he clearly knows what he's doing compared to me. Right now, I'm sort of doing this half-blind because I don't remember all the details of a lot of the enemies. In fact, I didn't finish this game on hard mode. I just mostly did it on hard mode. I got to, like, the Citadel, and then I just kind of stopped playing from there. So, yeah. Also, the Citadel is the first level of the third era of this game, in case you're curious. So, we'll get to that when we get to that, however. It's a pretty cool level, in my opinion. I really do love the third era, just because it has, like, 3 different varieties of levels. But right now we just have to stick to the Babylonian era, which isn't all too exciting, but hey, some of the levels have pretty cool music. Like this and the Elephant Atrium. I love the Elephant Atrium's music. Now, having found the secret, this should spawn this dude right here, although he's not too much of a threat because he's weak to coach guns. I think there are a couple clear skeletons hiding behind the exit right here, but with the grenade launcher, I think you could just lob grenades around. Not like that per se, because I almost smashed myself with my own grenade, but that should deal some damage, and then the enemies will be immediately alert of your presence. Although, it's kind of tedious. I should just use the coach gun, really, because that works just as well. It's quicker, too, if you think about it. And now we just go down this hallway. I don't think there should be an enemy right here. No, there isn't. Alright then, so you fall down here, and you sort of land on this other side. There's a pit of spikes there if you happen to slow down, although I don't really see why you would. I mean, there really isn't no point whatsoever. And, yeah, just pit of spikes there. Try to avoid it. Didn't think I could kill both those enemies with a single blast, but it's plausible, so there you go. Alright, this long hallway. Not really too much of a fan of it, because it contains a lot of nasty enemies, but it's also a good room for explosive weapons such as the grenade launcher and the rocket launcher, and especially the cannon for enemies, because they actually throw a couple bowls at you. Interesting note, in Series Sam HD, the remake, obviously, if it weren't the remake, then we would have a slight problem here. There's actually another secret over here, like, these top beams are actually places that you can stand, and they have some sort of like puzzle where very tiny ledges are protruding out of the walls, and you jump on these ledges to get some secret health at the top, on top of one of these beams. It's kind of an interesting secret, not really necessary, but, well, I guess it is kind of. Well, is it really necessary? Why am I questioning the necessity of secrets? Every secret in a game is necessary! Nah. That is my personal creed of first-person shooters, is that if you're going to have secrets, every secret counts. So I retract my previous statement. Now, what's good to do here is you might just want to be spamming all your grenades. You kind of want to avoid hitting yourself by accident, obviously, otherwise that could lead to some pretty bad consequences. Actually, I'm going to start firing off a couple of cannonballs right here because, unfortunately, that queer skeleton got a little too close for comfort. But yeah, I'm just going to be doing this for the time being because it's an effective strategy. You just want to be sure not to hit the corpses of things like pumpkin heads, otherwise you'll probably hit yourself. And everyone knows, if you hit yourself with the corpse of an enemy, you will get hit by your own grenade. I just kind of had a revelation. My commentary is going nowhere. This is depressing. I hope no enemies actually got stuck right there, because that would make me a sad panda. Okay, good. No enemies actually got stuck, so we're all good here. That was the somewhat spooky hallway right there. And really, just do the strategy I did, that is just spam grenades and you should survive. And yeah, I remembered it actually lasting a bit longer, but maybe that's only in Serious Sam HD where they sort of throw the enemies at you at a more steady pace. But I honestly cannot remember. What? Hey, die when I kill you. And we have a bunch of ammo packs right here if you really need to refuel on ammunition. Now this little spike trap right here. If you walk forward towards the center of the room, then walk back, I believe, yeah, it moves forward. And once you do that, you could just follow it back from whence it came. There's a clear skeleton hiding behind this area. And of course, this thing will push forward once again once you clear it. Oh boy, this room. I'm not looking forward to this. This grand hall looks very suspicious. There are simply no doors anywhere. Where are we supposed to go from here? Beware, Sam. I think something bad is about to happen. This is a pretty scary experience of a room, because basically, the way it works, you jump down into the set of the temple, and then you fight some enemies for a while, and then the floor explodes. You fall down to another set of like temples, and then another set of temple, another level of the temple, and that sends scarier enemies at you. This repeats about like 3 times, and then you finally reach the end, and basically the enemies just get more spooky as you go along. More difficult to manage, I guess I could say. Generally, for the first part, it's good to stay over here because the enemies kind of spawn from the other side. As you progress further, the enemies kind of spawn from all around you, depending on their type. Like, as you can see, we sort of progressed forward for a bit, and now they're starting to send enemies from all around you. And for instance, you have the lava golems, and I'm taking a lot of damage because I'm in places where I should not be. But yeah, look at this. They just start sending out these scumbag enemies in the most annoying locations ever. And I could die. I'm gonna quick save right now because this seems like a very good idea. Why am I getting hit by so many things right now? This isn't part of the plan. I was supposed to live. But no. I can't be a professional at this game evidently enough. Well, fine. If that's the way it's gonna be, I'm just gonna go ahead and maybe run to the center of the room where there was some ammunition and some... not ammunition, there's armor. There's armor. I'm gonna pick up this armor, and I'm gonna run away now, because I'm scared. Now, you might notice that serious damage power-up too. I'm not gonna be picking that up just yet, because I have plans for it. Because the next floor of this room actually contains a bunch of arachnoids, and oh my god, those arachnoids are obnoxious. Like, obnoxious beyond belief. And you heard that reptiloid right there? That guy's gonna be making noise for a while. Let me just leave it at that. He's gonna be making noise for a while. And we don't actually get to him until we hit the final floor of this room. So, just thought I would point that out. So you fall down here, and this is where all the arachnoids are. And it's a good thing that I saved that power up until I really needed it. So, yes, theoretically you can pick up a little earlier to take care of all those pumpkin heads. But you definitely want to be using it against those arachnoids, because they could be pretty mean. And then we get down to the marsh hoppers. And the marsh hoppers themselves aren't really too bad. I mean, I'm going to be using the flamethrower because I'm anticipating the appearance of, like, clear skeletons. So, do want to be careful about that. You know, I'm actually kind of surprised that this level is going by as quickly as it is. As I said at the very beginning of the video, this level is kind of long. I consider it to be one of the longer levels of the game, but it's really only because of the final battle. And I call it tedious because I really don't find a lot of enjoyment of this level personally. To me, it really all is just tedious. So, that's my personal opinion. If you feel differently towards it, then that's fine, I respect that. I'm just not someone that personally enjoys it. And I think I'm going to be staying generally on this side of the room because I believe it's the opposite side of where the reptiloid demon is that I was talking about. And the one I'm referring to is the one that's hidden behind the wall that's supposed to explode at the end of all these enemies. That's how things are going to work. We should be coming to a close of this battle here. And it actually went better than I expected because I thought I would die at the beginning because I took a lot of unnecessary damage. I guess it kind of worked out in the end. I did take damage, but I also managed to pick up a lot of handy power-ups and things like that, so that's kind of nice. I have a laser gun, I should probably use that. Because I'm kind of running out of flamethrower ammo. Oh my... you bastard. You bastard. Oh, hang on. I heard the dude. I believe he saw me. Yeah, he saw me. There he is! Oh dear! Oh dear indeed. That was kind of unexpected to be perfectly honest. I really did not expect that. And after you destroy that dude, he sends out a bunch more clear skeletons from the hallway of which you're supposed to go. Yeah, I don't really have much in the way of good ammunition to use, so I'm kind of forced to use the shotgun right now. I could use explosives, but then again, the fog is kind of thick and I don't really want to damage myself in such a way that it would deal a lot of unnecessary self-inflicted pain. Grand Hall exit. One more of these destroyable floors and my gyroscopes would have exploded. Thank God that it's over. We should be very near the abyss by now. Excellent, Snively. Excellent. Alright. You go in here, you pick up those ammunition backpacks and some armor. This health bottle right here, this health vial, you might not want to pick it up, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Because it kind of spawns these dudes. And unfortunately one of them was body blocking me, and that caused a lot of pain. I'm so good at this game, you know? I just damage myself so easily. Yep. Well, I guess as it turns out, I kinda needed that health vial anyways. Okay, this room. Danger! Danger! High voltage! I detect some spikes above us. I would be very careful if I was you. Wait a minute. I am you! Careful, Sam, careful! Okay. So yeah, as Natrixa says, there's some spikes over on the distance. You can't really see them due to, like, the fog, unfortunately. But there are spikes up there. So this floor collapses, and you take falling damage on the occasion, which is pretty obnoxious. Oh boy, this is kind of bad. Oh no 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 no. Did I mention no? Because I don't think I mentioned the word no enough. You son of a bastard! Ugh. I hate this level so much. I hate it. I hate it. Oh my god, are you serious? No, that does not make the situation any better, you do realize, Crow Team. I'm gonna die again. I want a refund. I want a refund. I want my money back, and this level sucks. Yeah, I say. Okay, where are you? Where are all the prioritizing enemies I need to prioritize first of all? Because clearly, I need to do things in such an order so that way I don't die immediately. Chainsaw! I have a chainsaw! Oh. Okay. I'm just gonna hide here for a minute while I sort of contemplate a strategy of how I'm going to go about completing this room, because it is a little bit scary. Oh dear. Thank you, Nitrix. I already read that message. Let me peek around the corner real quick. I'm just gonna stay in this general area to deal with all these enemies. Eventually, one of the walls is going to open! Oh my god, it's a guy with a freaking rocket launcher, dude. Look it. It's a guy with rockets. He's not good. Oh, I hate you all. Piss off! Hate all of you. Go away. No. Don't come any closer. I have grenades, and I am not afraid to use them, if I would like to assert my manners so boldly. Oh, he's over there! I forgot about that. Okay. Well, mystery solved. We figured out where that biomech came from. He, in fact, didn't appear out of the corner of the screen. He just appeared on the other side of the room, which is where we have to go. Banana! Banana, I say. Bananas are good. Hey! Hitboxes? What are those? I don't recognize those sorts of silly things at all. No siree. Okay. I'm not getting through this level in such a manner that I wanted to begin with, but at least we are sort of making progression somewhat slowly. It's just, oh my god. Does this level really want to kick my ass compared to previous times where I played it? Let me just leave it at that. So I do apologize for kind of dragging things out. I do want to get through this level as quickly as possible because it is kind of a marathon. So, once again, I apologize. And we're just going to continue on, hopefully not dying. So, the best way to not die right here is to just keep spamming rockets over and over again until all the queer skeletons die. Because this is a nice tight hallway, in which all the queer skeletons like to stick towards the center of the screen. And that means that spamming rockets really is no big deal. I am having the hiccups right now, that's lovely. And we get a nice flower of a cutscene. Okay. I'm sorry, I need to take a deep breath right there. I have a drink of water with me. Still not looking forward to the end fight of this level. And I'm not looking forward to the fact that there are enemies in here, even though the flyover cutscene clearly displayed that there was in fact no enemies whatsoever, but again, the enemies just like to spawn immediately, so that happens. Throw your bomb over. Let's get this over with. Okay, pick up this stuff. Pick up this lovely ammunition. That's where we need to go, all the way up there. And they have a bit of an odd mechanism device that requires you to progress further. And you'll see what in a second. Leap of faith. Here we are standing on the edge of the abyss. A superhero and a digital impersonation of a woman. How romantic. Well, there's one thing you should know. Babylonians also performed a ritual of jumping into the abyss. This is called the Leap of Faith, and whoever survived gained the privilege to visit the fabulous Tower of Babel. They also quite possibly ruptured their ankles and broke their legs, but at least they got to visit the Tower of Babel. Maybe they were wicked, but they certainly weren't stupid. This must have been some sort of ancient Houdini-alike trick. Would you like to solve this mystery? Indeed I would, because clearly there's just a platform right there.
Those Babylonians were totally crazy.
Now there is actually a secret coming up right here, but first of all we do actually have to deal with a couple of nasty enemies. And if you couldn't guess what those are, I'll give you a hint. If you couldn't tell by the noises they're making right now, they're green, they're mean, they're nasty machines. And basically, I can't really see them that well. The best to my abilities I can follow them would be with my crosshair. And since the platform is moving, that causes a bit of an issue.
Seriously, man, this isn't funny.
And Sam pretty much says these voice lines in corresponds to the fact that there are all these stupid enemies perching in very obnoxious spots, and even though this guy's right in front of me, I can't seem to see him. Alright, so, here with this...
Serious.
Thanks, Sam. Here with this secret right here, you have to make sure you hit the rocket so that way this health heart will bounce forward once you hit that little ledge, once you explode that little... Man. I really like to form words today, but I do not have an extravagant vocabulary. Once you blow up that little ledge right there, that contains a secret heart, and once you do that, the heart actually bounces forward, and you do want to be careful because Once that heart bounces forward, then sometimes if you do it too early, then it will fall off the ledge, and that's a bit of a redeeming issue because you won't be able to collect that secret. That's what I was trying to say, and I hope you got my message in the end. And with that area out of the way, we actually have a bunch of clear skeletons right here. Okay, plan improperly executed. I was going to just spam rockets, but obviously they were anticipating my movements. And oh my god, I hate clear skeletons a lot. Okay. No. Don't you dare get any closer. I have a flamethrower. I'm not exactly being conservative of my ammunition right now. Conservative. That's a political view. I'm not exactly conserving my ammunition very wisely, which is unfortunate because you kind of have to do that sometimes, but then again, actually, there are plentiful ammunition packs in this level, so who am I to complain, really? What? Okay, that guy can see me already, apparently. Oh, no. I'm not really sure how these enemies can see me right now. That is very odd. Like, oh, wait. There's the dude. Okay, he's hiding behind these little sparkly thingy triangle dudes. Yeah. Which I think can be blown up, actually. Oh, maybe not. What's hitting me? Oh, hi. I'm not being very careful today, am I? I should try to fix this, shouldn't I? Here. I'm gonna waste a bullet on you. It seemed like a good idea at the time. Alright. You walk forward here, these harpies actually run out from that room, but really you could just, like, aim from where it is they're going to touch flight, and then you could just shoot the Tommy gun at them, and that'll take care of them easily. Sometimes they like to get grounded by that one right there, which was pretty silly of her. Boom. And also, that arachnoid spawns there, and you might want to deal with him. Leave. There's that dude over on that side. Armor right here if you desperately need it. I feel as though I desperately needed it, so it was kind of worth picking up. Use the flamethrower right here. Maybe not. A shotgun seems like a better idea because there are shotgun-worthy enemies that are worth blowing up with the shotgun. Because that bomber, he likes to blow up if you shoot him with the shotgun. And it's funny because if you're like too close to a bomber or like any headless enemy in Serious HD, then they will actually like insta-gib instead of showing off their sort of ragdoll animation, and that's kind of funny when that happens. I think there's maybe a clear skeleton that appears. Maybe not. Maybe not. I'm not sure. All I know is that... Huh. Okay, this is a necessary room, you guys. Why on earth does that exist? That is... I've never seen that before. This is the way we have to go, but I've never seen that other room previously, which is very interesting. Also, I don't think I needed that serious bomb because I think I was fully stocked up on them, but I digress. It's an extra serious bomb if you want it. There are a couple of clear skeletons right here. Best use the flamethrower in these tight corridors, just because flames are very good for that sort of situation. And of course, that guy will instantly blow up if you shoot him with the double shotgun. And I think that's basically the end of the temples right here, so we are approaching the final battle of this area, which, as I've stated numerous times, I'm not looking forward to. First, however, we have to deal with this little section right here, this little open courtyard.